Because at the end of the day, the fair tax is about jobs. It's about what we can do to keep American jobs in America. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the President's jobs bill. It came up to Congress on Monday night. I had a chance to go through it. And candidly, I don't find a lot there that I'm going to be able to be supportive of. Am I in favor of jobs? Absolutely. Do I believe the government creates even a single job? No, I don't. The fair tax is the only bill in Congress that abolishes the most expensive tax that 80% of American families pay. You and I know what that is. It's the payroll tax. The President takes a small step for dealing with the payroll tax burden. The fair tax takes the big step, and I invite the President to join me on that. What about tax exceptions, exemptions, those lobbyist-funded loopholes that litter the code? The President's proposal takes one small step by dealing with those that deal with the oil and gas industry. The fair tax is the only bill in Congress that abolishes absolutely every special exception, exemption, carve-out, all of them across the board. There are things that we can agree on in this Congress. It's not just all fighting with one another. There are areas of common ground. I've named just two. Getting rid of those exceptions and exemptions that litter the tax code, doing away with that tax that is the largest tax burden for 80% of American families, the payroll tax. But we have to have that discussion. Not in the small way that we're doing it with the President's proposed legislation, but in the big way that we do it with the fair tax. If you hadn't had a chance to study the fair tax, it's up online for all to see, H.R. 25. You can find information about it on my webpage. It's woodall.house.gov. You can find information with the National Association that helps to promote the fair tax and spread that information. That's www.fairtax.org. Any questions that you have, I want to help you find answers to. But I need you to help me spread that word. Every single time I come back to Congress after being back home in the district, some other member of Congress says, "Rob, my constituents wanted to talk about the fair tax while I was back home. Will you come and sit down with me and help me to understand it better?" Folks, you still run this country, and I see that every single time someone asks me about the fair tax. Members of Congress ask me about it because you have asked them about it. Let's continue that fight. Let's continue that movement. Together, we can make a difference. If you have any questions, any concerns, you can find me at woodall.house.gov, or you can email me at woodall@mail.house.gov. Certainly you can find me on the phone, 202-225-4272 in Washington, 770-232-3005 back home. Thanks so much for all that you do.